Hello everyone, I'm Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. Last episode, we made our way through the island around Port Maj, and made our way to the Engwithan dig site. And we're starting to look around, but it's not looking promising, because all we're finding are, soulless bodies. Which is not good. I think Aothas is swallowing them up. For now, it's time to head down and see if we can find anything inside the site. And there's a bunch of wild boars here, it seems. And a worm. Well, let's get on killing.
Wasn't that bad.
That was a decent kill. Okay. Adair, you go at that worm. I'll handle these two. Jody, you go help him out. Yeah, you two can focus on the worm. I'll focus on these boars.
Yeah.
There we go, and the last one.
Yeah. Let's go.
And we got this easily enough, I think. There we go. Perfect.
Sure.
Alright, loot everything there.
No
Luminous
problem.
Adra pool there. Onyx. Weather journal page. Whatever Odorisi did to that last batch, it's working. We're seeing much higher concentrations of essence in the harvested Adra. I only wish he'd let the rest of us in on his methods. One of our Huana workers got the jolt of his life transporting one of the crates, and that's on top of the one that got blinded last week. All Odorisi has to say for himself is that they were careless. I'm the one paying these islanders' families out of my own pocket. At this rate, I'm going to be the one idiot who comes out of this whole enterprise with less money than I started. Oh, that's a little concerning. Ancient training hall, so something else to look at there. Deserted cat. Gosha. +1 perception for everyone. Aw, poor Gosha. I feel like perception is actually something that would be handy. Well, constitution is good. But perception is actually extremely useful, so you can go ahead. We'll have the cat. Adair, you can keep Cutthroat Cosmo. Seems like this is a dead end. Ancient training hall there, too.
Why not?
Warning, extreme danger inside. By order of Odorisi, the training hall is off limits to exploration. Same thing here. Yep, off limits. Whoever was in here left in the middle of drinking their tea. Scrawled note. Ferris, take this coin out to the Huana village and see if you can round up anyone willing to do a week's work digging for pay. Try the low-caste types first, the Roparu. They're used to hard work and they don't ask for more than their share. S. Foreman's quarters, arena sub-level. This will take us up to this side.
Sure.
Not really anything else you can look at there. That's a footprint, and that's a footprint. Oh, great! So, he'd literally just walked through this place. Wonderful.
Why not?
Nothing there. Alright, looks like all we got left is to go down into the center. Oh, a young panther. Okay, more animals to kill down there.
some first.
Let's get on the Panthers. Switch to taking up many.
Happy to oblige. Like that?
Don't worry, I can take it.
What can I do you for?
I can take the hits. I think that's actually something useful.
After him. Hogwash.
Okay, Jody is in a bit of trouble.
What can I do you for?
I think you're gonna... Oh, blessing. Actually, that's a good, decent idea. Throw it down. Yeah, that definitely helps out.
Earth awaits me.
And yeah, healing yourself is also a good idea. Well, all of us, I guess.
Let's do this.
Come on, finish this thing off. Alright, go for the worms.
Yeah.
Switch back to the single.
Huh?
There's that one down. One more. Almost. There we go. Okay. So they're all dealt with. Good.
Got it. Leave it to me.
Look at all the bodies. Arena sub-level there. The generator occasionally vibrates wildly, and you can faintly hear the sound of metal grinding on metal from somewhere inside the machinery.
Why not?
Several men and women appear to be locked inside a cage of some kind. They're little more than silhouettes behind the glass, pointing and gesturing excitedly.
You out there, are the beasts gone?
One woman comes up to the door, hands pressed against the glass. Yeah, I took care of the creatures. The woman turns away to have a muffled exchange with the others. Then she pulls at something by the door and you hear a rattling clank. Alright, they got out. There were some survivors. Good.
Perfetto! We are saved!
A youngish man with bright eyes and a twitching smile claps his hands in joy as he steps out of the cage. The woman next to him, however, remains sober.
Me and the Watcher? We're always happy to help.
She beams at you, eyes filled with pride.
Governor Clario must have sent you to rescue us, no? But you do not look like one of his guards.
She rises onto the balls of her feet and peers behind you, as if searching for someone else. She looks to be only midway into her 30s, though the serious set of her mouth makes her seem older. Actually, Clario sent me to find Odorisi, or his notes. An older woman hawks an impressive gob of phlegm onto the ground and kicks a clump of dirt over it.
I told you the governor does not care about us. This is all about profit. For him, the rest of the Valiant.
Caloste!
She silences the others with a sharp look. She turns back to you with a resigned breath.
You are here, and that is what matters.
Where's Odorisi? The Animancers look at one another.
He is still in the ruins, we think.
She grimaces, her gaze darting to her toes. Alright, so what happened?
We were taking measurements of the luminous Adra when something strange began happening.
Fascinating. The pillar started to dim, the ground shook, and our instruments showed unusual variations.
That's when those of us with a grain of sense got into the cage.
She glares at the excitable young man, but he doesn't seem to notice. The cage? What is this cage, anyway?
Something we made to protect ourselves from surges in the luminous Adra. Those have not been a problem, but I am grateful today for unnecessary precautions.
So it kept your souls inside your bodies and kept you alive. Thank God it wasn't stepped on. I don't think anything would have protected you from that. What happened then?
The Colossus. Some kind of construct made from luminous adra. It passed through the arena toward the pillar.
Vanessa closes her eyes.
Moments later, the pillar went dark, and all of our colleagues outside the cage froze. Like they turned to ash.
She goes quiet, her hands clasped in front of her. The young man leans forward, his eyes wide with a perverse kind of excitement.
That is when the panthers and worms showed up. Started going through the tents. It was awful, but Engfirth...
Vanessa shoots him a furious look and he falls silent again. A confused and slightly injured expression crinkles his face.
Some of our people are still missing in the ruins, including Oderisi, our lead researcher. It is possible he managed to hide.
Her furrowed brow, however, suggests otherwise. Well then, I should go look.
Most of the ruins are that way, through the door next to the ramp.
She points to a dark entrance in the eastern wall of the arena.
If you are going below, you should take Engfirth with you.
She turns and motions someone to the front of the group.
Hey, he looks just like...
Adair cuts himself off for reasons not yet apparent. His jaw hangs slack. A sharp-featured elf comes to the fore. As he meets your eyes, he gives you a knowing nod. He's earned a few new scars, but you recognize Aloth Corfisser all the same. He taps a finger to his lips, a sly smile working its way across them.
Engfirth knows a great many spells. At first, he even cast fire to chase away the panthers.
Until the flames nearly caught one of the tents.
Oh?
We then decided it would be better to preserve our remaining supplies, in case we ever got out.
And when the supplies ran out?
She scratches the bridge of her nose, looking concerned. The others look away and avoid further speculation.
I do not expect the ruins will be any safer. Many of our people remained behind, which has surely attracted more wildlife. It would be prudent to take help, as long as Engfirth is willing to go.
She looks quickly to Aloth. He nods.
I would be happy to assist.
What else can you tell me about... Oh, he holds your gaze with wise, expectant eyes. And what else can you tell me about Engfirth?
I don't think that's really...
He has only been with us a few weeks. He is inexperienced, but he came with a glowing recommendation from an academy in Selona.
That is surely a generous overstatement.
Aloth chuckles uncomfortably and gives you a meaningful look. A glowing recommendation, you say?
Surely we don't have time for...
A pupil of unnatural talent is the phrase I recall. It seems he was loved and regarded by almost all his instructors, though
Oh, God.
misunderstood, I gathered, by his fellow students.
Oh god. Did he make his own backstory?
I cannot imagine why.
The old Animancer rolls her eyes.
Really, this helpful stranger surely has more important things to worry about.
The tips of Aloth's ears are bright red. He glares at you. Impressive, especially since he doesn't sound Valian.
That's quite a...
Students come from all over the world to study animancy in the Republics, especially since it is still forbidden in places like Adir.
But Engfirth's story is especially sad. He was only a boy when both his parents died in a fire.
Oh god, this is great.
He came to the Deerwood and lived at the manor of a wealthy older aunt. Until she also died.
Until she died too.
In a fire.
In a
If that's all, then perhaps we should be off.
How glad... He raises an eyebrow and stares at you pointedly. Oh, Aloth. Oh, it's fun to tease you. I'll gladly accept his help. He gives you a quick smile.
Be careful, I'm Miko.
She gives Aloth's hand a quick squeeze before backing away.
I shall try.
Aloth nods at her before leading you a short distance away.
Thank you for your discretion. I'm certain you have many questions, but I fear they must wait until we're off this island.
He casts a regretful glance back at Vanessa and the Animancers. Your wealthy old aunt? Really?
It seemed like a convenient story. Besides, you do have the oldest soul of anyone I know.
Gee! Thanks! Well, you've made new friends. Animancers, no less.
I shall miss their company, though this only confirms that animancy is a hazardous pursuit at best.
At least tell me what you've been doing here.
That's a rather long story. The short version, for now, is that I'm gathering information on local animancy operations.
He looks you up and down.
But I could ask you the same.
Let's see. I'm following the Adra Colossus.
Oh, there's never a dull moment with you. We can speak more freely once we're away from Port Mage. For now, let us find Odorisi.
And you will be wizard. Not battle mage wizard fighter, not spellblade wizard rogue. You will be wizard. And you can level up. Oh no, you have leveled up. Alright. Time for us to look at you. So you have Aloth's leather armor. Fair enough. That is definitely a thing. We'll be able to give you boosts later. And Aloth's grimoire. You have... Okay, so grimoires are limited in what they can actually cast, I think. You have Jolting Touch and Fan of Flames, Combusting Wounds and Rolling Flame. I don't know if there's any others that you can do. Crackling Bolt, Minoletta. I think you can only do 1 and 2 at the moment. And you also have the Keybreaker Scepter. And we can upgrade it. Interesting. So currently it frightens Kith targets on a critical hit. And I can grant Misotheist 20% chance to reflect against punishment and condemnation attacks. That's not that great. And reject the wheel, +10 to all defenses except deflection for 30 seconds for nearby allies on scoring kill with Keybreaker. Oh, Keybreaker, because he doesn't like the leaden key. Okay, that makes sense. Higher area of effect, sure. Elementally stable is elemental protection. Structurally stable adds crush protection. Known causality is spell protection. And some... Okay, makes sense. So that's what you've got there. What about your character? You have Arcana, Athletics, and Explosives. Diplomacy, History, Insight, and Metaphysics. Okay, you've got the Insight and the Metaphysics that we needed. You have all those spells. I think you'll be able to get more. We'll see when level ups happen. As for reputations, Aloth finds it distasteful when others do not take their duties seriously or attempt to evade their rightful responsibilities. Believes Kith should have the freedom to determine their own futures and appreciates efforts that support this principle. Okay. Admires people who take responsibility and don't shirk the tasks presented to them. Put off by people who proclaim their own merits in defiance of all decorum and decency. And wary of traditionalism for its own sake and distrusts those who adhere rigidly to old habits and rituals. There may be some disagreements with some things here. So, can I speak to you at all? Oh, yes, you can only cast first and second level spells at the moment. First level, you have Jolting Touch, Fan of Flames, Middletta's Minor Missiles, and Spirit Shield. Level 2, you have Combusting Wounds, Rolling Flame, Necrotic Lance, and Miasma of Dull-Mindedness. Inflicts penalties to Perception, Intellect, and Resolve, and corrode damage instantly and over time to those hit.
Let us speak again once we've left Port Mage.
So we're not going to be able to talk to you. Got it. Okay, so we have... Oh yeah, there's the footprints. One there, and one there. So we have the Luminous Adra Pool, the Ancient Training Hall, the Foreman's Quarters, and the Arena Sub-Level. There's plenty to look around at here. I suppose we can start with the Arena Sub-Level. Let me just drop down a save before we go in. Alright, we can start with the Arena Sub-Level here. Let's see what we find down here. If this is big, we'll probably try one of the other floors instead. Actually, they did say this was where he had gone, so... Okay, yeah, this is bigger. We'll try the other areas instead. Let's check the foreman's quarters. Okay, this is a lot smaller. Oh, cave beetle.
Some first.
Yeah, we can take care of that easy. Oh, there's more.
You like that? Let's go.
You fired a spell pointlessly. Okay, that one actually had a purpose and a use. And there go the rest of the beetles. Okay. Loot them. Let's see what we got here.
I'm pretty good, huh? There.
Okay, take that, and... Note to Foreman. One of the workers dug up this old Adra medallion in the sub-level yesterday. I doubt Odorisi would be interested in it, and besides, it looks like it's worth something. Might be nice to surprise the crew with a bonus. Champion's Medallion. This small Adra disc was apparently to be worn as a medallion. One side of the disc depicts a figure with its arms raised triumphantly above its head, a blade in one hand and a shield in the other. The other side of the disc has been worn smooth with time and is unreadable. I feel like that's has a purpose of some sort. It's probably used to get through something. Alright, let's take a look at the Luminous Adra pool. It's probably not that big, but we'll take a look anyway, see what we can find. And then we'll take a look at the Ancient Training Hall. Probably has more useful things. Ah, down here. Okay. Oh! Brine Imp and a couple worms. Alright, get on there. Down goes the imp easily enough.
Take this.
Well, fortunately, these guys seem easy enough to deal with. And one more to deal with. Another Brine Imp. And there we go.
Leave it.
Alright, anything of use in here? Just a few things looted. Okay. Head back up, and... I guess all that's left is to take a look in the Ancient Training Hall. Let's see what we find. Let me drop a save again, just in case, because it does say it's dangerous. Alright, let's see what's in the Ancient Training Hall. Oh, it's another part of this. Oh no, it is up. It is right here.
This.
Okay, we have traps.
Leave it to me.
His training dummy has long since been frozen into immobility by age. Okay, lure it back, please. And that worked.
This weapon's no good to me. Let's do this.
Okay, this is actually gonna hurt a bit.
Need something stronger.
Let's go.
That was actually a good cast. It actually, yeah, that was a good cast. It damaged them a bit in addition to healing us, so... Good call, Jody. That did help out.
That's it.
Healing definitely helps.
Quick, toss me something else.
Almost. Yeah, skeletons would not have been good for the weapons we had, but at least we took them down.
Sure.
Frozen into immobility. Another trap. Fortunately, I can disarm. Another trap. Doesn't look like there's anything else over here. We can go upstairs. More traps. Gauntlets of Accuracy. That's actually good. And there's a mace. Oh, if only we'd found it before. In fact, I am going to give this mace... Well, first I'm going to give the accuracy gauntlets to me, and I'll give the mace there, and I think I can put a copy in there. That'll work.
Leave it to me.
Training Dummy's blade is heavily noshed from repeated strikes on hapless trainees.
Mine now.
The statue bears elaborate detail from the buckles of the warrior's greaves to his curly locks. That seems to be everything in there. Which means we've explored these areas and all that's left is the main location. Which is down in here. And I think we'll do this in the next episode, because this one has gone on about long enough. So, next episode, we will take a look down beneath and see if we can find the, Alderaan, whatever his name was, somewhere down below. Hopefully he's in there. That'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I am Chester44, Arsenius Pillai. That is Laniara, Adair, Joti, and Aloth. This has been a Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire, and I shall see you all next time.